Good morning, Russ here with Outdoor Xpress Adventures. Back at it with the tiny home videos. So in our last probably 3 or 4 series, I was doing the bathroom walls, and that is finished now. I'll show you here in a minute. But now since I'm finished with that, I'm gonna get started on the faux wall. That's gonna be right here, and I hope to get that knocked out, but it's gonna be about 8 feet long and probably about, I think I measured, and this is about, 5.5 feet, whichever, doesn't matter, but it's gonna come up. I'm gonna use screws for this, not nails, just because this is gonna be a standalone. I may have 2 columns that come up just for more support, depending on what Mandy wants, and so that's gonna make this a little bit more sturdy, so it doesn't wanna wiggle or wobble and shift back and forth. But I'll show you the bathroom frame, the walls, and then I'll get started on this. Okay, so you guys were here whenever I built this wall, and I accidentally put it up without putting the video on. I finished the bedroom wall with my mother-in-law. She was a huge help on hoisting it up. And then I built the door frame for our bathroom door. Now again, rough measurements are 5 by 8. So the bathtub will go on that corner, and I am a little strapped for space, but the vanity will probably go inside this corner. And if I can, the toilet will go about where my dog's bum is, but up against the wall. Or if I can't do that, I'm gonna try to put it on this wall. Now, I know it doesn't make sense to have a zigzag pattern, but with the space and how big everything is, that's all I've got. So what I did before is I messed up, and on the very first wall that I did, I measured my bottom and my top plates where it was just 16 on center, but I had no 2x4s going vertically. So that's why the first space and the last space are 15 on center, and I didn't pay attention to it. So now I'm actually making sure that I'm remembering that stuff, so I know for certain that I have 16 inches on center, and I don't make the same mistake again, because that would not, it'd be funny, but it'd be kind of annoying, because now whenever I have to hang stuff or do my plumbing and things like that, I have to remember, like, oh hey, this one is gonna be a little off, or it has to go here because there's no stud a half an inch or an inch over, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. All right. Okay, so after a lot of thinking and measuring and scratching ideas, going back to the same idea, modifying that idea, and completely going back to square one, I was having trouble figuring out where I want to put my blocking. I've been putting it 4 feet from the base plate. Well, this is only like a 5.5 foot wall that I wasn't really sure. So what I've gone between doing it in the middle, splitting the middle, or doing one at the top and one at the bottom, just kind of overkill. That's what I figured out. And then I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it 4 feet from the base plate and keep it the way I've been doing it, just because if I did the top and bottom, again, like I said, that'd be overkill. But this is gonna have the strength from the screws, and it's gonna have the rigidity from the columns whenever I put those in. So I'm gonna do it this way because I feel like that's gonna work best for what I need this thing to do, which is just be there. And there's no structural integrity for the wall itself except for the wall in and of itself. Other than that, I'm gonna finish up with the blocking, and then I'll lift this thing up, may put some nails in the bottom of it just to keep it in place. I may not, it doesn't matter. But that's what I've come to, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get into it. Should be able to, I can get this off. But yeah. I wish I had bought the one that was a little bit. Yeah. You can still have it. We are. Oops. Well, okay, even though I messed up and didn't measure twice, cut once, now I have to measure twice, cut 5 times. But that's a good lesson, is if you're not 100% sure, underestimate, because you can always take more away. You can't add more back on. Boom, life lesson. Those should still be the same height. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there together. What do you say? Oh yeah, that's it. That's actually it. Oop, don't push it down. You see that little sleeve over this little deal right here? Pull that. Thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it knocked out. That's what we're doing. We're knocking things out. How we do this. Exactly how I drew it up. Oh yeah.
No, it's out. It's out. Quite a bit, actually. I don't think we're able
Oh. Let's go on the inside. No, no. We're gonna show the people. This is what she gives me. What is that? Alright. We are actually done with this until I do that. But I'm not doing that today. I'm done. See you in the next video.